Navigation arm ready and set to rock and roll.
Yeah, away they go. Tim Betts, the builder from Auckland, and Joe Kapua from Tauranga, the truck driver slash office manager. Don't know how you do both. I guess your truck can be your office, but that's okay. It's a 410 Chevy behind them with 600 horsepower. These guys have been pretty consistent apart from qualifying one where they had that electrical issue. Back off as they go around the hairpin there, the Lucas Oil hairpin. I've got that right for a change. As they come back down the chute towards the commentary box. It's a wee bit cautious coming into there because that's caused them a bit of an issue throughout the day. Back through the centre of the course now as they swing round the sweeper, the Lucas Oil sweeper. Have I got that right, KB?
The split there at a 42.290. Betsy just not quite got the power that he requires here, but certainly making a good fist of it for what he's got available to him at the moment. And he's now a race between he and Tim Coleman. Tim Betts across the line with a 57.798. 57.798 for Tim Betts and Joe Kapua.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that, but then again, could be enough to get them in the top six. We'll find out shortly.
So
we're looking at Rick
Flowerdale.
Turn the page. Rick Flowerdale, yep.
ZB Holmes out of the Bay of Plenty. ZB, not CB. I don't know where I got the Z from. But this guy really just doing such a wonderful job after, well, a very difficult day at the Wairarapa recently, but really starting to come on song at the moment.
As they go through the top of the nut there. Down as they come around the hairpin. Don't dig it in. That's it. Get out of there. Back through the centre of the course. Oh, good stuff from Rick and Jazz as they come back down the sweeper. Sorry, the straight now. The Adam. Oh, big dig in there.
Jeez, he bulked it down. I'll tell you what, they needed some recovery gear to get out of there. Bit of a snatch strap.
The split time there of 39.092. That's going to be, well, it's better than what Tim Betts was, but I don't think it's going to be the best one we'll see yet.
No, look, they've certainly, well, they're rookie second race meeting, so doing a pretty good job out there at a 54.136 for Rick and Jazz at Flowerdale. Flowerday, not Dale. I keep saying Dale. It's Day. So our next boat out from the look of things down there should be Tim Coleman, although he will be pushed further down the field. It will be the Westview aluminium boat of Bevan Edwards coming out next.
Of course, all the way up from Carterton, he's got Claudia sitting in the navigator's chair.
And new people to the sport as well. And these guys just getting into this top nine is a fantastic effort for our rookies coming into this second round of the PSP Jetsprinting series for the 2020 season.
These are coming out of this chute with a lot of gutso now, KB. They know that it's all or nothing. They want to carry on and progress throughout the course of the day. They've got to make it count as they head up through the top of the course. Look at the style and finesse as they come out of that. And
yeah, so far Bevan reasonably smooth. Just had to flick the boat back into the centre of the channel after coming around the nut at the top part of the course there, but certainly opening up that left-hander there. Now this all-important one, he's done well in and out of there, lost a little bit of time, but you certainly wouldn't be writing a letter back home to the Home Minister and complaining about that one and asking for refugee status, no doubt about that. Bevan Edwards at the split of 37.509.
Yeah, they're going to have to look for a big finish though, KB. It's not over yet. They bounce through there, through the middle. They'll come round the Lucas Oil, sweep it to the finish line. Oh, good time. That's a 51.882 and straight into P1.
So very, very good time for these guys. So next out will be Clayton and Mandy. Clayton and Mandy Tisdall. You got your ticks in the wrong spot.
Sorry,
there,
mate. Sorry.
Just a little bit of paperwork that we're doing some administration
not.
up here. At Clayton and Mandy Tisdall, Case Construction. Tisdall Contracting, Performance Auto, Roy McDonald, Automotive Engineering, during the last run, we saw Clayton just rub that centre island on the far side of the track from commentary, and just see if he just keeps that off just a few more mil just to the water side of the track.
He's been on tyres 2 from 2, so we want to stay out of the tyres this time as he goes awfully close to them there. There's that big wide berth that they seem to be taking out of that line. Nice and
really
smooth
opening up
those
the apexes of the corners in certain things. I was just wondering what the word was, but Clayton and Mandy Tisdall really looking the goods out there for the moment. Of course, former, he's wide out there.
That's that
former
same bit
Group
of tyre
B champions in the past, and moving up into the Group A. Really just struggled last year, but certainly got the boat handling a lot better for the 2020 season, 37.2 on the split.
Yeah, he seems to like that top corner with the tyre wall as he comes back through the centre of the course now.
Yeah, certainly running it out there very, very wide, using all of the available track. And Clayton and Mandy Tisdall through with a 51.764, quicker than Bevan Edwards by 0.12 thereabouts. Or 0.08, I can't remember which way it goes. I need a calculator.
That's
How
all
good
right,
are you?
mate. No, rubbish.
Yeah, righto.
School C maths wasn't my strong subject. Let's move on.
Did you have a strong subject?
Shut up, KV. Let's move on.
So short of pay rise now. The Monster Energy Machine and Elite Kitchens dream it, live it.
Yeah, it says it on the boat. These guys are a lot of finesse as they come flying out of the Monster Energy Machine. There's the big sweep as they come through there. These guys are well, they'll have a point to prove. They ended up on the bank and in the wall and didn't go any further back in round 1 in Featherston. They'll be looking to make the podium today. That's a nice smooth transition through the hairpin, back through the centre of the course and up towards the...
Yeah, certainly really got to make amends after that off-track excursion that sent him into the tyre wall. And at the moment, after a bit of a hesitation in qualifying round number 3, where we discussed they both at the same time had a brain fade, 35.328 at the split is an absolute cracker. Will it be enough to get into the times that Cy Gibbon and Ollie Silverton have been setting? And indeed, Super Mario, the overall time for Cosa Nostra, 49.673, their best time of the day.
And straight into P1. I don't think that that's going to see them safe, but I think someone will beat it. I'm not saying it's going to be Ollie. I'll put my money on Ross Travers and Amanda Kiddo, Super Mario.
Well, interestingly, young Blake, he reckons that Cy Gibbon was going to be the winner today. But, well, I'll tell you what, trying to pick a winner out of these guys is a very difficult thing to do. Blake's certainly convinced that he's right. Ross Travers, Super Mario coming out now with Amanda Kiddo. And look, Ross, former New Zealand champion in the Group B category, has been placed at 2 and 3 in the Group A championships over the years. And a man who will find a straight line through a chicane better than most.
Yeah, no, you watch this, folks. A very, very impressive. Of course, first time out this season for this pair. And they will want to start on a high. Didn't take the first round, as I said. Look at that smooth transition through the hairpin, back through the centre of the course as they come around the down the chute. Oh, look, out of trouble. No problem at all. These guys down in front of the commentary box, they should have moved. They're going to get wet all day as he comes round the Lucas Oil sweeper to take a split time of 35.376.
Yeah, Ross Travers just really putting the boat in a nice spot. There's just sort of lost a little bit of time here and there, but certainly nothing to worry about it. It is top 9. He'll be confident moving into towards the top 6 with a 49.071. Great time there for Ross Travers. Sub-50s on offer all over the place for these Group A boats brought to you by Lucas Oils. After this one, ladies and gentlemen, once we get through these top 9, we're going to duck down to the Lucas Oil tent just below commentary there, and we've got a few giveaways there. We'll get Rolf to hand those things out and get rid of some T-shirts from Elite Kitchen, some flags and some T-shirts from Lucas Oils as well. I've pocketed one of those flags and I've pocketed a hat and I've got myself a nice T-shirt. I tell you, I love coming to New Zealand, mate. I reclothe myself.
Well, you did. You got some Christmas presents from the commentary box.
Yeah, got a Tui shirt, got the Repco shirt. Geez, I'll tell you what. And last time I was here, stubby holders, key rings. Oh, I'll tell you what.
We'll look after you, mate. You have to buy a new suitcase to take back with you every time you come over.
So Cy Gibbon and Donna Thompson now in the Novus Auto Glass machine. The man behind the wheel from North Canterbury on the South Island. The lady in the navigator's chair right here in Wanganui is where she performs her art as a nurse and a mother of three. So Cy Gibbon a little bit untidy going into the top part of the course there. He's gone better there, bogged it down a little bit around the right-hander. Is the pressure getting to Cy Gibbon? Because last race meeting at Featherston, the pressure got to him and he went the wrong way. He's been driving very smooth all day. This top 9 really starting to push it, but oversteering here and there and making small little mistakes that add up to a greater time on the clock overall.
Yeah, nice split time though. He posted a 35. What's it going to be though? Is it going to slip him into 1 or 2 as he comes around the sweeper? Nice line through there. Picks up a 49.354. Puts him into P2, just in behind Ross Travers. But yeah, KV very bounced his way through there. Wasn't very impressive, was he?
No.
He's out of sorts a little bit.
Yeah, look, I think just put a lot of pressure on himself, just oversteered it, and we're only talking about fractions of movements on that steering wheel where you can overcook it just a little bit. He overcooked it down at the bottom at Lucas. He overcooked it at the bottom coming out of Mouthfresh, and so just a few little bits and pieces there he'll need to tidy up. He'll be fully aware of it, don't worry about that, and he'll be pretty hard on himself as we now go down to Ollie Silverton and Ashama Putranui, and wow, haven't these guys teamed up together beautifully.
This will be a 47.
I'm going 46 and a little bit of change.
Oh no, I'll stick with my 47. He's got to keep it pretty smooth though. Remember, we didn't see him come out in the qualifying 5. He sat pretty and went, no, I don't need to. I'm okay. We're going to sit there. He's pretty comfortable though as he goes through the middle of the course. Look at this vessel move as it goes back down the chute. The PNP, I've done it again, the PSP chute, as he ran up towards the top of the course.
Might send you down for elocution lessons at the end of the round, but it is the Clearview PSP GJ Gardner split is a 35.655. That is an absolute ripping split.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Let's see what the time's going to be. I said a 47, Katie wants a 46.
Oh, he's blown it out.
49.527. Ross Travers, Super Mario will sit in P1, Cy Gibbon P2, Ollie Silverton P3, Sean Rice 4, Clayton Mandy Tisdale 5, Bevan Edwards 6. So it's
Bevan Edwards now sitting on the bubble with Tim Coleman to go. That's the end of the day for Rick Flowerday and Tim Betts.
Yep.
Tim Coleman still to run with Bevan Edwards now sitting on the bubble. Tim Coleman now needs to beat a time of 51.882. That is a long way that he needs to come from. He needs to drop that, he needs to bring about 3 to 4 seconds off his best time so far to be able to achieve that, moving into the top 6. Is that a mountain too high to climb?
I think so. I think so for them, but we've seen it done. We've seen stranger things happen today, KV, so who knows? Good luck to them.
Absolutely. So
I'll leave
Tim
nothing
Coleman
on the trailer, that's for sure.
and Dylan Matthews out on course at the moment. Have a look at the back of this jet unit. Is there water coming out of places that it maybe shouldn't at the moment? No, was that a bit of a visual anomaly that I was seeing out there, or just making stuff up? I'm not too sure.
No, you didn't have your sunnies on, mate. You missed that. As they go through the Lucas Oils hairpin, the big solid hand goes, go that way, fella. We'll go this way. Shoot round the straight as they come down the PSP chute. Round big. Oh, nice. Oh, dug it in there. Didn't have to do that.
Yeah, there is water coming out of that jet unit. They've got a little bit of a leak in that jet unit. Obviously, they won't know about it. But if you have a look in the back there, the water just coming out in some very strange places. I did see them pull the jet unit off during the lunch break. Maybe just hasn't reseated itself properly, so that's going to cause them a magnitude of problems, and that is the last time we will see Tim Coleman and Dylan Matthews today, 54.002. So Bevan Edwards finds himself into P6. So from slowest to fastest going into the top 6, Bevan Edwards, Clayton Tisdale, Sean Rice, Ollie Silverton, Simon Gibbon and Ross Travers qualifying fastest in the top 9. Super Mario is on the march.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. He'll be happy with that. He certainly will after the glitz we had out here with the timing rope, but he'll be pretty happy to get in there at the P1. So we switch our focus now to the super boats. Of course, we will have Rob Coley out there in the Mouth Fresh boat.